right, for our fourth set of leagues, Torment and Bloodlines. This is released in the end of 2014. We added Leo, the Master of the Arena, which had daily PvP missions within the league. And you were only able to compete with them with PvP only characters. This is what started PvP only characters. It also added some different support gems. You could actually level Leo up. He wasn't called a Forsaken Master at this point. That is basically a retcon because Forsaken Masters have not been introduced to this point in time. Then Torment. So Torment 5th Standard League launched with Bloodlines. The uniques were Brutus Lead Sprinkler, the Rat Cage, and Skuld's Bridle. In the Torment League, your adventures were haunted by the spirits of tormented criminals that yielded their ill-gotten gains when slain. Eager to protect their trove, these spirits fled when encountered and imbued nearby monsters with dangerous powers, which improved their item drops. It was also possible for spirits to possess rare and unique enemies, greatly increasing their threat and value to treasure-seeking exiles. Torment League was weird because you basically wanted to chase the spirit into giant packs of monsters. So it changed the way you played the game. I did not play a lot of Torment. I played more Bloodlines here, just because I thought Bloodlines was the more interesting of the two. But there is a link to Torment and a link to the Tormented Spirits in case you were not familiar with them. That way you can see what they do. So Bloodlines was the 5th Hardcore League. Each pack of magic monsters had a shared bloodline mod that greatly influenced combat. Sometimes while the pack was still alive, and sometimes after it had been killed. So all the you die after you kill, like all those kind of effects come from Bloodlines. So a lot of the one-shot mechanics that are still in the game today come from Bloodlines. The uniques were Tasio's, Namahu's, and Voliko's sign, and purple text indicates a bloodline modifier, and it'll look like that in the screenshot. There is a link to the league as well as a link to all the different bloodline modifiers. Some of those have been changed from their original implementation. They used to be a lot scarier than they are now, for the most part. Reception and implementation. Both of these were pretty moderately received and implemented. They're full core for both of them, so you see them in the maps as well as in the acts. Bloodlines has aged actually really well with the game, while Torment, I could see it being removed at some point just because it hasn't aged as well. It's not that it's necessarily bad, but if you're talking about the bloat that we're experiencing right now and trying to trim things down for a more concise experience as we approach PoE 2, with us removing things like Parandus and Navali, even though both of those can play currency splinters, I could still see them removing Torment. Even though it doesn't have currency splinters, just because it feels a little bloaty. Although I will say there is an excitement level to having like a tormented Brutus or a tormented Mervel for day one streams early on, or like really hard bosses early on, tormented. So there is an excitement level, and maybe they keep it just for the stream viewers. I'm not sure, but I could see it being removed because it isn't the most interactive thing, and it's not the most gameplay defining league out there. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will get the next one up shortly.